Removing the pride plank. This week at work, I got multiple calls on the same day asking for help with things that aren't really in my purview. The second caller told me, "Wow, it must mean something when you're the person everyone comes to when they need help." While this is flattering, it's also exhausting. I find great joy in helping others, more so those I love than those I kind of have to assist since it's part of being a team player, and it reinforces what I feel my purpose is here on Earth. These days, there's a lot of talk about self-care and treat yourself. It's certainly important to rest and do what makes you happy, within reason, so we aren't running on empty. While these ideas are often flung about in pop culture, I like Jesus' version better. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, "Let me take the speck out of your eye," when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite! First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Matthew 7:3-5. It's at this moment that I'm trying to figure out what my plank is. I wonder, do I work myself silly to help others because I'm running from something I shouldn't be dealing with? At this point, I think the answer is thankfully no. Making someone's day or coming to their rescue makes me feel like I matter and I'm making a difference. But this begs another question. Am I helping others for the right reason or for a selfish reason? A missionary in my Bible study group put it aptly. Am I doing this because I love Jesus or because I'm in love with the work? It's like a helper's high instead of a runner's high. I do good because it feels good. I may not get a monetary reward, but I receive acknowledgement and praise that fuels my acceptance fire. As I'm writing this, I'm realizing in real time that my plank is pride, one of the so-called 7 deadly sins. It needs to be less of me and more of him. My Bible study group just finished going through the book of Galatians, where it was reinforced that we are accepted and free in Jesus Christ. That sounds awesome and liberating, until you realize how much responsibility comes with that acceptance. We are freed from the clutches of sin, but we must make choices that reflect our understanding of the price that was paid to liberate us from that burden. I'll continue to strive to remove my pride plank so I can help others with the speck they are struggling with. When someone thanks me for giving them a hand, I've tried to make it a habit to say, "It's not me, it's him," while I give a glance or point upwards. Going forward, I'm going to mean it more intensely than I ever have. Less of me, more of him. I'm not a public speaker, but it's simple to acknowledge my strength comes from God and no one else. He's entrusted me with gifts I'm not entirely sure I comprehend just yet, but you can bet I'm going to continue to give him the credit.